Hi, this is Steph Shellhammer, doing the discussion the discussion question for week 2, discussing how we used nursing theory in a project in the workplace. So I'm just going to discuss Lewin's theory for plan change and how I used that on a project kind of without realizing that it was Lewin's theory. But 2 years ago on my unit, we completed a lean project on the nursing unit. So to do that, we basically used Lean Six Sigma methodology to try to improve efficiency, quality on the nursing unit, basically improve whatever we could. So to start that, we knew the unit would be undergoing a lot of rapid change. So we started kind of introducing the concept and basically doing the unfreeze portion of Lewin's theory. To do that, we had a staff meeting where we explained kind of what we were working on doing and what we were hoping to do with the project, giving a little background on lean methodology and what that would mean for the staff and what kind of initiatives we would be doing and how we would be utilizing the staff to complete those, and just basically presenting it to try to get the staff buy-in. It was pretty obvious early on who would be early adopters, who would be innovators, and who would possibly be the laggards. So we could tell that pretty quickly just by discussion of the staff meeting who would be very hesitant to the change. So in order to get the transition piece moving, or that move/transition, we utilize Kaizen events. And I don't know how many people know about Lean, but Kaizen events are basically just little team meetings where you kind of discuss a problem and come up with, within the team, the best way to create change. So to do this, we often mix the groups between early adopters and laggards, or people that we thought would be that way, so that we could kind of get some early and quick buy-in from some of the laggards by maybe having the early adopters rub off of them and having them really engaged in the change and, coming up with the ideas of how we could change versus just telling them what they would be doing. I think getting the laggards engaged early was the best way for us to get a win. Also, we gave some of those people, both early adopters and laggards, responsibility of being team leaders in our events, so that they were kind of responsible for the change and responsible for seeing it through and being able to tell us, no, this isn't working and this is why, or yes, this is working and I believe in this, so I'm going to talk this up with my teammates so that we can continue to improve. It seemed like the more individuals we engaged early, the easier change became, and the more people were apt to continue to want to change and kind of embrace the lean concept of continuous improvement. So after a lot of change over a 9-month period, we were able to use the data to illustrate the benefits to the team, so that we were kind of able to sell the change, so that they were all kind of on board and excited and wanted to continue to sustain the change that they had done. Also, we just developed sustained metrics, so everybody knew where we had to be to continue to do what we had done within the project. We used those numbers and we did, checks and audits to make sure that we were continuing to stay within the benchmarks that we had set for ourselves. And that helped us to be able to freeze the change, which is basically the last step in Lewin's plan to change. So that wasn't really an informatics way, but that is just an example of how I saw Lewin's theory, without knowing that it was Lewin's theory, used successfully. And I think that could be applied to any informatics project also. I think it's very important to get the people who are using the product, or using the system, or using the process involved in planning how it will best work. So thanks.